Why do I choose to suffer? Why do I like to stay in the dark? Why do I like to stay quiet? Although staying quiet is not really suffering, but why do I like doing hard things? The psychology behind it is then, how do you define hard? What is your hard? I choose my suffering. It's either the pain of regret later in life, and now I'm there later in life, every day that passes. Somehow when you hit the 40s, I think, it wasn't until 45, 46, I realized how quickly time is just escaping, although it's always been that way. It's just, you're more conscious, you're more present, and you're having these epiphanies of, damn, I've been screwing around all my life, and my body and my diet, my meals, alcohol, I am just way out of hand. How did I get here? Well, you know how you got there. We know how we got here. I was that guy. Alcohol is a discussion near and dear to my heart that I plan to cover in future videos. But like for now, it's why do I choose to do hard things? Because, in other words, why do I choose to suffer? It's because the sooner you get to it, folks, especially as you're an older person, older man, older woman, the better off you are. You might as well, as Kobe Bryant, Mamba mentality. The quote goes, "You're going through hell. What choice do you have other than to go straight right through hell?" Right? You go through it. You're gonna go through it. Everyone does. No one escapes it. But then, how do you equip yourself psychologically, mentally, spiritually? You need the ammo, folks. You need the ammo, and the ammo, you have to fight life, because life is hard, life is tough, but life also can be rewarding. Life can also be beautiful, is if you put in the freaking work. You can't just take energy from life. You have to give back. Think about that. You have to expand energy to get energy. You have to give energy to get energy. Give to get. Give to get. Why is it that when we are so tired and exhausted mentally, when we don't feel like we're just being lazy, why is it that once we do work out or finish walking, running, physical activity, we actually have more energy? Sounds simple, huh? Sounds simple. And it's really true. When you put in the work, you're going to feel amazing, and you're going to be the best version of yourself, hands down. Right now, I'm fasting. I'm fasting and I'm walking. I'm not hungry. Growth hormones are spiking. I can feel just my vibe, my mood. It's all changing. For many, this is suffering. For me, this is rewarding. And I think we all know this at this age, right? That the same place in our brain that creates where we experience pain is the exact same place where we experience pleasure. So isn't it ironic? I mean, but not really, that once we finish doing difficult things, it's a release. Cold plunges, lifting a little heavier, squats, pull-ups, some of the dreaded exercises we don't like to do. Isn't it crazy? It's still a release, right? I choose this quote unquote suffering, which is really a gift and an honor and a privilege to be able to do this at age 49, is because this is the only thing I know that fixes everything else. This is the only thing I know in which I can control. And I have seen firsthand results and experiences, mental transformation, spiritual transformation, supernatural things happening around me. It does. You may not believe in it, but I do. It's happened. This transformation of mind, body, spirit is unlike anything that I've ever seen and felt or experienced. So I ask you this, now that you know this, and in perspective, is it really suffering? The choices you make, the choice to put in the work, is this really suffering? Or is it really a blessing in disguise? It's to prepare you for life. I'm going up a stairs, really steep incline. As you can see, I was here with my dog the other day, last week. It's in one of my videos. I got it all the way up here. A lot of people climbing and going incline. You know, it's hard for a lot of people, especially if you're older, right? Maybe. My assumption is yes, for the general population it is. Hey, I can hear myself echo. Echo, echo. I feel so free. I feel so free. I'm so vibing right now, man. Probably 20, 30 minutes into this amazing walk. I'm going to go a little bit further down here through this tunnel. Have I got you thinking? I used to make fun of people who were so dialed in and structured, have such a disciplined approach to life, like, you're boring. No, they're not. They had it right all along. It was I that slipped up. It was I that was behind in life. And now I'm married to this lifestyle like a Bible. Forget marriage. Forget trying to be there for someone else. Start off with yourself. What's that marriage look like between you and yourself? This is it. The vows, these are the vows. You cannot take care of another person or your loved ones if you don't take care of yourself, which is why I choose my suffering. I choose to have a gym in my place, in my apartment complex. I choose to stretch as much as I can, and I don't, because I've taken martial arts, dance, the flexibilities that I've acquired, a lot of stretching through my lifetime, and I take it for granted. I still don't stretch like I should, because I can explode like on a given, just on a drop of a dime. I really just can explode, and I'm very thankful for that. Very blessed, because I put in a lot of work as a child, stretching in front of the TV, watching Van Damme movies, and just going to the park and kicking and just pretending like I was in a movie, and I would spend hours and hours just spinning around and throwing these horrible looking kicks. But for me, they were amazing until I joined martial arts school. A lot of the flexibility, however, I garnered through my own. I had the talent. I had the makings of a martial artist until I was guided by several martial arts teachers through my life. I'm not a teacher, but I can share a trick or two and some lessons I've learned in it, right? That was hard. Stretching and doing the splits is hard, but what the rewards that come from it, once again, I've done a lot of hard things because, one, I was exposed to a lot of difficulty in my life very early on. I come from a very turmoiled background, childhood. Many of you some of you may have already caught on to the video I did about my father battling Parkinson's. I go into detail. Then I cover, a toxic mother, my toxic mother. And with, the thing about life is that some of us pay the dues very early on. Some really horrible things happens to us as kids early on. For some, if not most, it happens at midlife, early 30s, mid 30s, 40s. Some of these things cannot be predicted, and that's why you have to be ready. Like, I have always found that training just instilled more structure, more discipline into my life, and I frankly needed it. And then when I got into the music business as an R&B musician, pop musician, and got into music videos, I realized I wasn't up to par. I didn't look how I thought I looked on camera. I looked fat. I looked chunky. I had double chin almost. I was 190 pounds. Most of it was alcohol weight. And then you combine it with hangovers and then eating bad for days and days and days. I was a wreck. At 31, I started lifting weights, like heavy ego lifting. And I got pretty big. And it actually got me into shape. Like I was then ready for music videos. But when I compare what I look like now and I see those videos, I look younger now than I did in my 30s. Keep in mind, that's a difference of about 30, nearly close to 40 pounds I've dropped. I'm 157 pounds. At my heaviest, I was 192. 195 maybe. That's a lot of weight. And it's a lot of people ask me, like, folks, I'm going to head back the other way. But you can see, this doesn't end. Like, it's going to be my thumbnail. But this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Why wouldn't you want to walk? Why wouldn't you want to choose this? Why wouldn't you want to choose your suffering? I'm looking like where to look right now. You know, why don't you do this with, okay, you know, if you can't walk, why don't you grab a loved one, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your brother, your sister, grab your dog, walk a quarter mile each walk and just build that resistance. It's not hard. Waking up early, you know, is not hard. I covered cold plunges in New Zealand when I did cold plunging for 4 years straight, every day when I was in school, every day, almost every day. So some of this comes down to your parents, your childhood, what they expose you to, what they put you in, right? What sports they involve you in, who they, you know, by way of movies and television expose you to. Look at those palm trees behind me, man. This is so amazing. I freaking love it. I used to be in California looking at other people walk and talk videos like this, but they were giving a tour of Vegas, downtown, and just I would see similar backgrounds, and now I'm in it. Talk about manifestation. I'm doing my own videos, and I love what I see. This is why you need to get out. This is why you need to choose your hard, your suffering. Everyone needs to choose what that looks like, what your difficult. If you're running and if you're escaping from doing the work will catch up to you. It's going to introduce itself in ways that's probably going to be your downfall. Like it's going to be a demise that you don't want to see coming. Is that sinking in? Hello? Is that sinking in? Life will hit you, man. Life will hit you in many ways, and how you show up is going to be a test. How you show up will be a testament to all the work that you've been putting in. That's why I always do the hard things. My meal preps, my protein, my water. You know, when you look at it, it almost feels like it's too much, but it's not. Is it really too much? Or is it psychology, right? So, once again, if there's anything you got out of this video, and if nothing has resonated, and if all you're doing there is sitting and complaining and making fun of me, okay, great. What are you doing? Making fun of me? Yeah? How does that make you feel? Yeah? How you feel about that? Talking about a 49-year-old walking freely, best shape of his life, and spreading positive messages, or saying hello to people, connecting with other energies. You're on your couch. You're behind a computer and a monitor, talking smack. But thank you, because you watched this, okay? I'm being sarcastic here. I'm not. What I'm trying to say, folks, is that If there's anything that you can take from this video, is just always remember me as the guy that was walking and talking. And he's that one guy that does the walk and talk videos. I may complain, I may have a bad temper sometimes here, there, or bad attitude. I think in all my videos I've been pretty cordial, but like I said, rain, hail, sunshine, I'm showing up. Question is, are you? Okay? Choose your suffering. Till the next one, Mamba out.